YouTube! I'm Taylor. Welcome to Ginger Next Door. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, which I haven't done in quite a while, on this look on my face right now. If you want to find out how to get this green, glittery, holiday appropriate makeup look, then keep watching. Alright, first things first, obviously gotta get your hair out of your eyes, and what is more festive than some gold, sparkly antlers? Once that's taken care of, I'm going to start by priming my face with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I take a little of that and rub it into my skin. Next, I'm going to take a color corrector for my under eyes. This is the Pixie Under Eye Color Corrector in the shade Brightening Peach. Then I'm going to use the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Drop a little on the back of my hand, dot it on my face. And then I'm going to use a Morphe blending sponge to press that into my skin. I like to work in sections with this foundation because it dries a little bit quicker. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer all over my face, under my eyes, on my nose, my forehead, and then around the sides of my nose where I tend to get a little bit red. And again, blending that out with that Morphe sponge. I'm also going to take this up over my eyelid to help prime my eyelid and also to conceal any little veins and weird discoloration on my eyelids. Next, I'm going to set my face with the Kat Von D Lock It powder. This is the loose setting powder. I'm going to just take my Morphe sponge and use that to blend that out as well. Next, as I always say, create the illusion that I leave the house and get a little bit of sun on my face with the Anastasia bronzer. What is my problem? Anastasia bronzer in the shade Saddle. I'm using the Morphe JH02 brush to blend that in to my cheekbones and around this perimeter of my face, and then also to warm up my nose a little bit as well. Next, I'm going to rosy up my cheeks with a little bit of a blush. This is the Tarte blush in the shade Seduce. I'm using the Morphe JH04 brush to put that on the apples of my cheeks and blend it into my bronzer. Then, of course, we're not complete without some champagne pop. I'm highlighting my face using the Morphe JH07 brush. Next is eyebrows. I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 03. I just like to take that backwards through my brows to make sure I get every little hair, and then I take it forward over the brows to keep them in place where they should be. Then to fill them in the rest of the way, I'm using the Precisely My Brow I'm using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit in the shade 3 as well. I'm just going to zip through this pretty quick because the brows are not the most exciting thing to watch. Done. Next, I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette. This is one of the ones from her vault. The first shade that I'm using from this palette is called Poof. It's the lightest taupe kind of colored shade. I'm going to use this for my crease and transition color. I'm taking that on a big fluffy brush. This one is the Morphe JH30. And I'm taking that in the crease and blending it up towards the eyebrow, working back and forth, smoothing it out, making sure there's no harsh edges. Just always remember, blend and blend and blend and blend. When you think you've blended enough, blend a little bit more, and then you're there. Windshield wiper motions and circular motions will help to blend everything out and make sure that it looks great. The next shade is called Shh. I don't like saying that. It feels uncomfortable. I'm keeping this closer into the crease and not blending it out quite as much. And this is the a JH31 Morphe brush. It's just a medium fluffy brush. Then I'm going back in with Poof on that first brush just to help blend out those shades a little bit more. Then I'm going to take Poof on a little tiny pencil brush. This is the JH40 to start blending out my under eyes, make it a little bit smoky. Then I'm taking the darkest brown in the palette called Mojo on a JH37. This is a small fluffy brush to blend that shade, focusing on the outer corner and bringing it just slightly into the crease. Just making sure that everything is blended together nicely and there's not a weird line. As always, just blend and blend and blend and blend, like I said. Then I'm going to go back into Shh and blend that out more with that medium fluffy brush. We just want to have that nice gradient look, so you don't want any harsh lines between the different colors that you've used. Then going back into Mojo on a little flat brush, this is the JH43, to line the lower lash line about halfway through my lower lashes. And I'm just taking this and working it back and forth to blend it out. And then I'm going to take that small pencil brush again, that little tiny fluffy brush, and blend that further. I'm going to prime the eyelids for some glitter with the NYX Glitter Glue. Then using the Stila Shimmer Duo in the color Jade, I'm taking the darker green and putting that all over my lid on a flat shader brush. This is the Morphe JH41 brush, and I'm just pressing that into the lid. And then I'm blending it out just a tiny bit once I get to the crease. I'm next going to take the lighter color in that Jade eyeshadow duo on a JH38 and pressing that just into the very inner corner. Then I'm going to take this Revlon liquid glitter shadow and put that on the very inner corners to give it a little bit of gold in that little tiny spot. I am blending that out just a tiny bit so there's not just a fleck of color. Then I'm taking the Tarte Maneater liner. And at this point my camera was having issues recording, so the next couple of clips go by really fast. I'm going to go ahead and tightline my top lashes with this Bare Minerals micro liner and then put on some mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and then finish that up with the Ardell Faux Minx lashes into the, these are the Faux Minx 218. To finish off this look, I'm going to put on some lipstick. This is the MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick. Then over top of that, I'm going to put the ColourPop and Kathleen Lights collaboration Moonchild gloss. Really loved this combo together, and that gloss looks good on top of everything. And that is that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, you could hit subscribe. That'd be really cool. Whatever, do whatever you want. Well, I'm gonna go trim some trees and deck some halls. Goodbye.